Science and Engineering department. So in this video, our students are going to discuss about design thinking framework on RDBMS.
So, hello everyone, we are going to do a case study on RDBMS, Relational Database Management System, using design thinking concept. The design thinking concept include the phases which are empathy, define, ideate, prototype and test. Now, my friends will be explaining about from empathy phase.
Hi, I'm Sri Jivanpriya. I'm going to explain about the empathy stage. So, in the empathy stage, the key users are IT teams and software developers, students. So, the unstructured data format and unscattered data may lead to the inefficient storage.
Hi, I'm Sahana. I'm going to explain define phase. It clearly state the core problem based on the user needs. So users struggle with retrieval of data and disorganized data. So they need a structure and method to store and retrieve and manage the data efficiently. So the key requirements are organizing data in tables with rows and columns, use of SQL, then ensure data integrity, enable relationship between the data using keys.
Okay, anyone explain about the ideate stage?
Hello everyone, I'm Priyanka. I'm going to discuss about ideate phase, in which there are many ways to manage the unstructured data. Some are namely flat files, NoSQL and RDBMS. Flat files which is efficient but it is not applicable for all cases. And NoSQL stands for not only SQL, which is sufficient for big data size, but it is not flexible for all cases, as mentioned earlier in flat files. And the last is RDBMS, Relational Database Management System, which has a big structured data, and it also has a big large space which can hold and store the data, which can be able to access efficiently, and it is very useful for the users to access, and it can link the data using keys, and it also has the function to remove the duplicate data from the SQL. So relational database management system is the important management or a storage device used in RDBMS.
Okay, fine. So now you can explain how to prototype and test your data.
So hello everyone, myself Sanjay, and now I am going to tell about prototype in design thinking concept. So moving into prototype in the concept of relational database management system. So we have to now classify DBMS and RDMS. So DBMS is simply we have to say means database management system, which we simply write a query and we have to give the structure of the table and the column names are given by us. But RDBMS is not like DBMS. It is a NoSQL format, so we don't have to write queries to create the table. If we give the data in the JSON format, it itself create the tables and rows, columns as like the data, and even the entities and the metadata are one linked to each other. So when moving on to prototype, how to create this means there are many in the RDBMS, that is Relational Database Management System. We have to create the prototype means there are many technologies like MongoDB or NoSQL or like Amazon DynamoDB, which are the NoSQL data forms which we can use in our projects. So while creating projects in this NoSQL data forms or RDBMS, we can get the data, retrieve the data easily when compared to SQL form data. And the data are stored in a manner which is not in the table-like format. It is like if a number is stored and if we give the name as second, the name is linked to the number. So it will not like an structured data form. And these databases are cloud storage. And nowadays we are using only NoSQL data forms because we don't need to write queries to maintain the data. And DBMS has been decreasing, but the usage will be increased in future because the data to be encrypted and we have to store the data in manner, and if the DBA, that is database administrator, want to see the data means we have to give that in a structured form. So that one that will be easier. If it is in JSON format, so it will be not easier to understand how the data are stored, which is the entity and which is the metadata. The DBA cannot access those and all. So while prototyping, this RDBMS using MongoDB will be more helpful for our projects.
Okay, students, thank you for discussing a design thinking framework on relational database management system. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.